I believe the reason why our relationships aren't supposed to last are because we either aren't or we grow to be on different wavelengths as the people around us. And those people can be like our parents, can be friends, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, it can be anybody that we hold dear to us. And to expound on that idea and what I mean is, let's say you're a risk taker by nature. You're somebody who has a desire to be more than mediocre in your life. You have a desire to elevate, but the people that are around you are complacent with being mediocre. They're complacent with where they are. The problem with having those relationships near you is that those are the ones that hold you down and prevent you from propelling to the point in life that you want to be in. And the reason I say this is because when you have those type of people around you, they will never support you. They do not see eye to eye with the same visions that you do. You're a risk taker, you're someone that wants to elevate, but they're fine with where they are. They have no drive in being more than a worker. They have no drive in being someone who is just born, sleep, school, work, die. It's all their life is, and they're fine. They're perfectly fine with that. And there is nothing wrong with anybody who believes that way. The only thing is having those relationships, you try and tell them anything that you want to do, investments, you try and tell them any, activities they're trying to do, anything. They will never have full support behind you and the things that you want to do just because they do not agree with you. And there will cause tension in the relationship, there will cause arguments in the relationship, and their only purpose is to drive you further and further away from the person that you're trying to be. Because they start dictating the way that your life is supposed to be. They may give you fake support and start telling you, oh, yeah, that's cool, but maybe you should do this. And they start telling you the things that you should do just because they have a plan for you as well. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. So as much as they have a specific plan for themselves to be mediocre, they have one for you too. And when you start falling out of line with that, it causes tension. Sometimes they have to show support just because of the person they are to you in their life. If it's a girlfriend, if it's a boyfriend, if it's a friend, if it's a parent, they have to show support for you because that's basically their role. But maybe it's not the support of what you're trying to do they're showing. It's maybe they support you, maybe they support the effort and that you're trying, but they don't support what you're trying to do. They don't want to see you take risks because they have this confidence interval thing where they know that if they go to school and they go to work and have a family and pass away, that's the standard. That's somewhat, not fully, but somewhat guaranteed, and they'd rather take their chance on that than any other risk. That's just an example, but just saying, like, anybody who you have near to you who is just not on the same wavelength as you only holds you down. And at the end of the day, right, we don't get to choose whether we suffer or not, but we do choose what we suffer for. So if you decide that you're going to allow these people to hold you down, you're going to allow these people to keep you stagnant and keep you from propelling to the person you're meant to be, you decided to suffer with the mental health of knowing that you aren't the person that you thought and you dreamed of in your head when you were younger, because you allowed people to manipulate you and play such a role in your life that you didn't even get to dictate the way your life went anymore. You had other people plan the way your life is meant to go. And battling that was completely your fault. And the thing is as most people do, we don't like to take accountability for anything that went wrong in our lives. We like to reminisce, look back, and be like, yeah, that's their fault, not mine. Just so we can kind of take the edge off us a little bit, give us a little break. But I recommend right now, look at the relationships you have right now and how many of them really hold you back. How many of them prevent you from doing the things that you want to do? How many of them have a plan for you? And anytime you try and present any ideas, you notice the slightest bit of fake support, cut them off. You have to cut off some of these relationships. And it's hard. I'm not saying that cutting relationships are easy. It's definitely difficult. The only thing is what brings you pain and what brings you pleasure are the exact same things. It gives you the exact same feeling. Why? Because they're both intended to teach you something. You will go through something and it will pain you. You will go through something, it will bring you pleasure. At the end of the day, you learn something from both occurrences. So losing somebody may be hard, but you learn something. You just allowed yourself and opened up to growing to be the person that you were meant to be. So that's really all I have. Thank you for watching, and God bless.